This month on Mustang Magazine, we explore some new course offerings at NHS. We meet a talented artist from the junior class, and we welcome a new boys basketball coach. These stories and more on this January edition of Mustang Magazine.
Happy New Year and welcome to our first show of the year. I'm Nathan Carter.
And I'm Julia Savaggio. The start of winter sports means basketball season has arrived. And this year the boys have a brand new coach.
Senior staff reporters Renee Babineau and Delaney Reardon bring us this month's cover story.
Coach Kristen McDonald has been coaching basketball for many years.
Before Nord, I was coaching at Braintree High School as their girls varsity coach. And then before that, I was at Bridgewater Raynham as an assistant girls basketball coach. And before that, I was at Stonehill College as their assistant coach.
McDonald says that coaching is the most humbling job in the world.
One game you feel on top of the world and you're like a genius and you put everything in place that works. And then the next game, you get your butt kicked and you're back to the reality of like, I'm not that good. I got to change things. What did I do wrong? What could we have done differently?
Coaching the boys has been a game of learning on the fly.
I knew there would be some challenges. Just, there's a learning curve in terms of going through and getting into different pieces of it and getting through to different kids in different ways.
Player Stephen Reen says that Coach McDonald has been showing commitment to the team since day one.
Every single day for months, she would always be in contact with us players, captains, and kind of just did a really great job handling that.
McDonald says it is important to make sure positivity is added wherever there is negativity.
It's reinforcing when kids are doing such good things, which 99% of the time they are, is like really calling them out on the good stuff and then hoping that everybody else is modeling that.
Reen says that the changes that have been made since the years past are positive ones.
A lot's changed. I would say the biggest thing is our mentality, like winning. We're all just a lot better this year than years past.
McDonald tries to make sure that practices are just as competitive as games.
I think if everything is a competition and, really tough drills that make them think physically but also mentally and put some challenges in.
Although she is the only female on the coaching staff, McDonald is not intimidated.
Honestly, don't even see the gender piece. I have surrounded myself with a really good coaching staff, and they're guys that are strong role models.
McDonald and her whole coaching staff tries to pump up the teams before games.
I like the joking around, loose, ready to play, having a good time style. So, in locker rooms, we say what we have to say, and then it's very much like joking, laughing, let's go, let's get out there. I think, kids play a little bit less tight when they can just enjoy the game.
Every player on the team has a unique personality.
I think we have a big team. We have 16 kids, and every kid has a role. And so hopefully they feel that same way. We have some kids that might not play in games, but they're doing more than anybody because they're cheering us on the bench and going crazy and keeping our energy level high.
Ending the season with 9 wins, the team was only 1 win away from making tournament, and McDonald is very excited to come back next year. Reporting for Mustang Sports, I'm Delaney Reardon.
Thank you, ladies, and good luck to both the girls and boys basketball teams as they continue their way through the season.
And if you're not following us on our sports Twitter, you're missing out on all the scores as they happen. Search at @Mustangs_sports and click follow.
Next, we take a look at the new online course that's required for all seniors at NHS. Recently, I caught up with the economics teacher, Mr. Oliveira, to see what it's all about.
Financial literacy is a new requirement for all seniors, and the idea is just kids getting some real-world knowledge about how to handle your money responsibly.
So we're prepared for when we're adults or college students, because it's going to be a big time in our life.
I think when it first came out, kids really didn't understand what it was about, and once they got into it, they realized that, one, it wasn't as bad as they built it up to be in their heads, but two, they see the value in it, that they're like, oh, these are things that I actually need to learn.
I was surprised by how easy they were able to communicate different financial vocabulary terms and different financial situations, because I didn't really know about car loans and subsidized loans and things like that. So it was really interesting to learn about.
It's important because it's real world stuff. This is the number one thing, learn how to handle your money. Really valuable life tools.
I would say honestly to get your study back, just get it done ahead of time, because it honestly doesn't take a long time at all. I went through it I think in a week, and I just did one every night, and it's very easy.
Shout out to senior staff reporter Sophia Saratori for helping me put that story together.
And finance isn't the only new elective this year. Freshmen are getting in the action too, with new offerings in the health science career pathway. So I went down there to see what it's all about.
Oh my god. Ella! Is he okay?
There's a new program of study available this year for the freshman class. 25 of them are taking an elective called Innovation Pathway for Healthcare and Medical Science.
I took the course because I'm interested in being in the medical field when I'm older. I've always wanted to be a cardiothoracic surgeon.
There are currently 2 courses that the freshmen are taking as a part of a medical innovation pathway. It's the very beginning of a 4-year state-sponsored program aimed to provide very specific high-quality college and career preparation.
So far we've learned about medicine and the ancient ages and CPR.
Course instruction within the pathway is a combination of work done online and in the classroom.
It's more of independent work. You don't really have someone guiding you. You have assigned due dates for every section that you do.
The pathway coursework is broken down into separate modules that focus on different aspects of the healthcare industry.
Every section is something different.
But in a lot of cases, students are going off campus to learn directly from the source. Last month, they went to Boston Children's Hospital to shadow some healthcare professionals.
We had nurses and doctors talk to us about their day-to-day schedule and what they do when they're at the workplace and encounters that they have with their patients.
And this month, the healthcare pathway students say they're traveling to Harvard Medical School for some real hands-on experience.
We're going to be learning how what vein to put needles into.
Because of allergic reaction. She's allergic to cashews and oils.
And as students move through the coursework, they're not only gaining experience, they're earning some professional credentials along the way.
At the end of the course, you get an OSHA certificate. You can show it to employers and say hey, I'm OSHA certified.
With the first half of their freshman year behind them, the medical innovation pathway students agree that they're excited to be a part of the new program.
What I like about the course is that I got a head start on my future and knowing what I really want to become. Doing this course is definitely gotta get my head straight. It's a good thing to have this opportunity.
Recently, school officials announced they have applied for a second innovation pathway to begin next school year in communications and information science. Reporting for Mustang Magazine, I'm Julia Savaggio. For more information and being a part of the healthcare pathway, visit NHS Guidance Office.
We're halfway through the show, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after these messages.
Hey, pay attention.
I'm very sorry. I don't want to.
Nick, you coming? Yeah, man, come on. Come on, let's go. Yo, come on, get some fresh energy. Let's go. Yeah, dude, let's toss the ball around. Come on, let's go.
Welcome back.
Now we have a story about a special art project for refugee children in Malaysia. Let's take a look.
But there's always leftover cookies.
Norwood students are creating portraits of Malaysian refugees for the Memory Project as the Art Honor Society's community project.
They send us pictures of them and we do their portrait, and then we write our name on the back and print our hands, and then we send it back to them.
Miss Mead is the art teacher in charge and says it is a special way for students to connect with refugees from different parts of the world.
We got a group of 33 kids that are all in a refugee camp in Malaysia, and students are currently drawing. They get a photo of the kid, and the requirements make it clear you want the kid to look like the kid, and then the background can be fun and funky, but you know, sometimes as artists we like to make people blue, and they're like, no, none of that.
I think it's a really nice thing to do, and it's just nice. It makes the kids really happy. They show us videos afterwards of them like reacting to them, and they're always like really happy.
Mead said it gives high schoolers the opportunity to do something good.
It's also a way to connect and to understand like there's these issues in the world and people end up without countries and without homes, and this is one little thing you can do to make a kid's life better.
After the artists paint the refugee, they trace their own hand on the back of the artwork.
The kid gets the image, they trace their hands, so that's a symbolic touching of hands.
The art teachers don't plan for this to be their last time participating.
We just think if it's successful enough now that we want to do it again in the spring.
If you're an art student interested in participating next time, contact Miss Mead. Reporting for Mustang Magazine, I'm Rory Kerr.
Because we want to be able to see you.
Thank you to senior staff reporters Jenny Carroll and Roy Kerr.
Now it's time to meet a talented artist from the junior class.
Here's Marissa Geary in her own words.
I only really do oil paint on like a regular canvas. One that I made of like a couple that I sold to them. They were one of my dad's friends, so my dad was like, oh, Marissa, this couple needs you to paint a portrait of them. It turned out actually super well, and I gave it to them. They loved it. This is watercolor paint. I just looked at a picture that I found online of a crumpled up dollar bill, and I was like, that looks so cool, I have to paint it. This one also turned out looking super realistic. I kind of took a break to try like drawing, and I don't really like drawing that much. I just kind of like painting. A lot of people tell me that I'm good at it. That kind of inspires me to like keep doing it and keep getting better at it. My family loves when I paint. They make me paint for them, so I couldn't really stop even if I wanted to. It's just so satisfying to like start with a blank canvas and like take pictures all the way and like watch it become more and more. Once something is like you think it's good, don't keep adding more and more to it. Like sometimes the simpler the better. I definitely don't want to make it my career. If I can, then I'll sell them on the side, because that'd be super cool. I see like places in the Cape and like places in Rhode Island where it's just like little cute little painting shops, and people actually go and people actually buy them. Yeah. And I was like, that would be kind of cool if I could. Yeah. But yeah, not like a huge, like I'm definitely want to be an artist when I'm older.
Special thanks to sophomore reporters Kimmy Hanoyan, Liz Hinkson, and Maggie Federico for putting that story together.
And good luck to Marissa with her art. Maybe it will lead to a career someday. Speaking of careers, this next story we follow is an NHS teenager who's getting her first taste of employment at a local business in Norwood.
Hi, what are you doing? I work at Orange Leaf in Norwood. I've been working here since I was 14, so a little bit over a year. It's a pretty fun and easy job, and I get to see a lot of kids and other people. Working at Orange Leaf has taught me how to deal with customers. Something interesting is definitely creating the friendships with other people, the other coworkers. Some challenges about working here is dealing with customers and cleaning up lots of messes. We actually make all of our frozen yogurts here at the store, and we offer lots of toppings and lots of different flavors. There's many options of Orange Leaf, many different candies, acai bowls, smoothies, cakes. There's even to-go froyo. I definitely recommend the acai bowls and pitaya bowls. They're definitely a big hit. It's really been a learning experience.
Shout out to sophomore staff reporters Jenna Costa, Lizzie Cardini, and Hope Ford for putting that tasty segment together.
Next up, we go back to December with some stories about some charitable causes aimed at spreading happiness during the holiday season.
During the month of December, there was a Toys for Tots drive at NHS. Resident Jane Sartori reached out to Miss Snowdebart.
Myself and Mrs. Doreen thought it would be a really good idea, so we got in touch with her and decided to launch it here at the high school.
Jane Sertori is an active member in the Norwood community. She says she has always done this toy drive and wanted to bring it to NHS.
My kids all came through this high school and we were really active in the community, and I just know the community that Norwood is, and I thought, what a great way for you guys as students to be able to give back, as well as our community, to the kids that are going to wake up Christmas morning looking for a toy under their tree.
The Toys for Tot program is run by the U.S. Marines to give children from all ages toys from the holidays.
They range from infants all the way up to age 10, so the gifts will be wrapped and they will be distributed to the families that were chosen for this particular charitable event.
Sarah Torrey said she was ecstatic to hear about the high school challenge on Mix 104.1.
Allison Dolliner was the first one to respond, and it just was this evolution. And so when Miss N reached out, and then not only that, we challenged her twin sister over at Walpole High School. It was like, yes, it's on now. So I'm very excited.
For the Mix 104.1 high school challenge, you go against another high school. Notobart decided to challenge Walpole High because someone important to her works there.
So my sister works at Walpole High School and I went there, so we thought it was fun because we're neighboring towns and we also play each other in sports and things like that, so we thought it would be fun to do a Rebels vs. Mustangs challenge.
With more than 12,000 toys, Norwood beat Walpole, giving close to 13,000 toys to children on Christmas. Watch out next year, Walpole. Reporting from Mustang Magazine, I'm Heather Gagliard.
What are you going to do with the toys? That's the same. That was good. That's going down.
NHS Spirit Club has been working to make the holidays special for deployed soldiers. Senior Laura Denny, he has a large role in this event.
So basically, just like with Christmas coming up, soldiers not having their families with them all of the time, we wanted to just do something for them. Making stockings seemed like a good idea.
Stockings may be small, but there's a lot that goes into putting this event together.
So basically we had kind of like an assembly line, so we had some people making cards, some people organizing the stuff going in the stocking, and then towards the end we all worked to kind of put all those things together and package them up and get them ready to go.
With holidays on the way, the soldiers could use a little extra love and appreciation. Junior Dyra Minaldo believes this little act of kindness goes a long way.
I feel like the soldiers feel really happy when they get something as small as just a stocking with just a few things, and it makes them feel very appreciative and proud of what they do because they know that people are actually thankful for them.
Not only does this event have a positive impact on the soldiers, it also helps bring the community and Spirit Club together.
It brings Spirit Club and the community together by us as a school. We are able to give back to the heroes of our country, the veterans who fight for us and help us be safe.
Participating in this act of kindness makes Dyra and Laura's holidays more meaningful.
It makes me feel good because I feel like I'm a part of something that's doing something good for other people, which is always super awesome to do.
By doing this event, it makes me feel very happy that we are able to do something for them because they do a lot for us. I feel like every season should be about giving back, not only this season.
Hopefully the stockings brighten up the Soldiers' Day. Reporting from Mustang Magazine, I'm Emily Mace.
Lori Blake is an employee at the Homestead Senior Care Nursing Home. She participates in a program to give gifts to seniors in need every Christmas.
I work with different facilities that provide me with names of seniors that fit the criteria of not having the monetary means or not having family to celebrate the holidays with.
Blake says it's important to help the seniors who don't have anyone to celebrate the holidays with.
We are giving back to seniors and giving back to the community and getting all of the community involved with all different ages involved. That's my favorite part. So it's not about who gets a big screen TV. It's always a great program once it's all comes together and is accomplished. It's very rewarding for everybody that's involved.
Blake says that she's motivated by the seniors' excitement and gratitude for the program.
I've received letters and phone calls from seniors thanking me, thanking Homestead for putting on a program like this because otherwise they would have been overlooked.
Volunteer Shay Reardon has been volunteering in programs like this since she was a child. She says there was a lot of effort in organizing the program.
I began my day in a room and we just walked around and kind of distributed the gifts and showed them, and then we went room to room and were able to distribute to the different seniors that weren't able to come to the communal areas.
Blake says the program has been getting bigger every year.
We're distributing more and more. Whether that's good or not, I don't know, because that also means that there's a lot more seniors that are needy, but that has to do with people living longer as well. I think everybody should participate in a community-based program where it's helping other people in their community out.
Santa has delivered his last present, but be sure to volunteer next Christmas on their website, beasanta2asenior.com. Reporting for Mustang Magazine, I'm Thomas Harder.
You have a Merry Christmas.
Thanks to all the hardworking reporters for producing those holiday stories during the winter break.
The show's almost over, but before we go, we have one last segment for you.
Recently, students from NHS Media Program created short films to be submitted to national competitions and film festivals.
In this next segment by Adeline Jeanette, we screen her short film titled Aleph Lira.
صغيرة مثل روحة على الدكان. أو وقتا كنا نشرب من مية الحووز المنعشة. وقتا كنا نقضي ساعات عم نلعب بالطابة مع اللاجئين السوريين. رفقات الطفولة. صراحة ذكريات ما إلها تمن. كبرت وكبر معي إيماني وحبي لكنيستي وديانتي، لدرجة إنه صاروا جزء كبير من حياتي. ومع إنه ما كان معنا الكتير، كنا دايما نلاقي طريقة لنرد الجميل من خلال إيماننا ومجتمعنا. وكنا نبلش كل وجبة أكل بصلاة.
ميرسي.
ما بنسى كم مرة وقفت قدام المراية بعزم لابس بدلة كشاف، أكيد علم بلادي ع قلبي. خبطة اجرنا على الأرض تتناغم مع ضربات قلوبنا الفخورة بلبنان. الله وحدنا. كنت مغروم وفخور اني لبناني. حملنا الشعلة اللي ضوت بلادنا بالايام المظلمة. نورنا الدنيا سوا. هيدا لبنان اللي ربيته بعشقه. ملا ايام، يا ريت لو بيرجع فينا الزمن تنعيشها من جديد. ضليت اكبر، كل اللي طلبته هو الحب والتوجيه، بس حتى هودي كانوا عيب بمجتمعنا.
يا يوسف، انا عرفت ايش بدك تعمل؟ ما في شيء تعمله، انا بحب لبنان بس انه في كثير ما في شيء تعمله. ما في شغل.
حياة صارت معقدة، الايام صارت صعبة، بس برضو كنا نضل نتصرف كأنه ما في شيء.
لا أنا بتفعل.
المصاري كانت مشكلة، بس شعبي أبدا ما نسي كرم الليرة اللبنانية. بتذكر لما كنت أقضي ساعات عم سوق أنا وعم فكر إيش مخبيلي المستقبل، بس ما قدرت ركز على شيء إلا على لبنان. ليش عم يغرق بالزبالة؟ ليش هالسياسية ما عم بيعملوا شي؟ ليش الناس ما عم بيصوروا؟ لبنان كان عم يطلب النجدة. مع انه هالشي بيكسر قلب امي، بس ما عندي خيار تاني. الانتساب للجيش كان الاحتمال الوحيد.
بس هلأ تغير الوضع. اللبنانية واعية، وقفوا ايد بايد كرمال لبنان، كرمال مستقبلنا ومستقبل ولادنا.
هلأ بلشت ثورتنا.
Nice work, Adeline, and good luck with your film festival competitions.
Well, that's all we have for this month of Mustang Magazine. For more content like this, be sure to check us out on our website at mustang.media or hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram. Signing off for this month, I'm Nathan Carter.
And I'm Julia Savaggio. See you later, Mustangs.
What do you want me to say?
Hey, I don't know what you wanted me to do.
Oh, wait, what?
What?
I'm just kidding. Please don't put that in.
I'm happy because I like playing basketball with my friends.
Taco. It has a hard shell, has a lot of meat inside of it, and a grilled cheese sandwich just doesn't have much to put up in a fight. Taco would win every time.
Why did you choose this color sweatshirt?
It's my mom's.
Are you or are you not a bull shark? I'm the definition of a bull shark. And then Coach Burrow, me and him are like frenemies. Like some days, like we go at it and stuff, but other days we have like tickle fights and stuff like that, and like we're just really close. Sean, how do you do that hockey?
Very well. Very well I do that hockey.
Facebook moms or Daddy Jerry? Facebook moms all the way. Top 5 cutest hockey players right now, go! Boys! Anthony Marchand, Jay Crusoe, Harry Gover, Jack Lydon. Oh, Jack Lydon's number 1. No-brainer. Bandcamp. And Bandcamp.